Easy Life 222, man. Um, Today, y'all, we're gonna be basically just streaming about this tragic incident that happened January 29th, I think it happened. Yeah. At DCA airport. I had to speak on this situation and actually make this my first stream because I feel like, I can't explain it. I don't know. I can't explain it, to be honest with you. Like, I'm confused. I don't know how that happened. And if you know, I fly like a lot. I fly almost, I would have to say, at least 15 times, 15, 20 times a year I fly. So this type of stuff and these type of incidents that happen close to my area at that DCA, I literally fly to DCA all the time. And I usually fly out of Baltimore, BWI. So DCA, I do land in DCA a lot. So seeing y'all. So what up, chat? So I do land in DC a lot. And this plane was actually coming in to DCA. And it's American Airlines. Well, y'all be talking about Spirit and all that. This is American Airlines, y'all. So anything can happen on any flight. It don't matter what you doing. Can you hear me, bro? Can you hear me talking? Let me know. Okay, bet. All right, cool. So we're gonna get into it, y'all, and we're gonna see what happened, man. It's crazy, you know. So let me know if y'all can view, if y'all can see the screen. If you can see the screen, check, give me a thumbs up. All right. So. It's probably like every ambulance, fire engine, and police out there right now, y'all. Look at that. That is crazy. And then they landed in the Potomac River. You know how dirty the Potomac River is, man? Dang. It's literally lights across like that whole area. This scary, y'all. Like, before I get into the joint, man, hey, I wanted to send my condolences to all the loved ones that was lost, all the family members, everybody that lost someone in this plane incident. Send my condolences out to y'all, man. Rest in peace to all them people. And yeah, man, that's just, you know, you can't explain how, like, that's why you gotta pray every day, and you never know what's gonna happen, like, in your life. Nobody know when they gonna die or how they gonna die, you know. So you always gotta literally live every day, man, to the fullest, cause nobody, how many, like 67 passengers? Nobody on that plane thought that they wasn't gonna make it to DCA. Nobody had that in their mind. And if they did, it's probably like one person. But I doubt anybody woke up this morning and was like, I'm getting on this plane and I'm going to hit a helicopter and land in the water to the point we can't even swim because our legs and stuff broke, man. It's a tragic incident, and it's sad, man. It's real sad. And that's why I had to speak on it, because I think this is like, I can't explain, and I don't understand how this even happened. It don't even make sense to me. It don't make sense to me, I'm telling you. Let me see if I can stream. Why can't I see my stream though?
The new 2024 GMC Sierra HD. Get 3.9% APR on 2024 Sierra heavy-duty models. We are...
My bad, y'all. We back at it. Command the Eagles, man. I don't want no smoke. Commanders don't want no smoke. They never did. They never did want no smoke. Like facts. Because if they wanted smoke, trust me, I don't think they wanted no smoke. All right, look. Let's fast forward, man. Let's see what they talking about here.
Exactly where the two collided.
In Reagan National Airport, the two collided.
Look at this. Look at this.
All right, let's go to our colleague, Matt Gregory, who is at Dangerfield right now. Over
How in the world,
which is kind of south of
did a
where
helicopter
this accident happened.
not see that?
Matt, what are you seeing? What are you hearing right now?
So, I mean, we're not hearing a whole lot right here. Most of the folks who are here, from what we've been able to see, are just kind of, they're coming out just as we are to see what happened. But I want to give you an idea on the ground level. I think we're actually sort of like a little bit south, but there's three separate sort of staging areas we're noticing for this rescue operation and this mass casualty event. So if you come over here to the left shot, the photographer can see off in the distance here. It's kind of far now. We're going to go right through the boat launch here. You can see like the fire boats off in the distance. This is, by the way, as Councilmember Pinto pointed out, a mass casualty event, which is marshaling all the forces of DC Police, DC Fire, as well as parts of Joint Base Anacostia. If you look away across the way here, as we move a little bit further south, what you can see is another set of, you can see police boats, fire boats off in the distance. So
I'm sure they probably had everything blocked
scenes
off,
here along
like
the Potomac.
in the city.
And then again, as we go a little bit further
off.
south down over here, there's another section. All this time while we're out here,
but this type of stuff to make me don't. I don't want to fly no more.
They're coming through.
I'm not flying out from DCA or flying in to DCA no more. It's not happening,
it's something
bro.
where we're still working to get the information. Like we heard,
and this American Airlines job, this is not Spirit.
Said that he believes that this plane was coming from Wichita.
Everybody be talking about American Airlines. Oh, it's the shit. Anything can happen on any flight. I don't care what flight it is. American Airlines, Spirit. Yeah, them people thought they was gonna get home safe because they paid American flight tickets. They didn't. Rest in peace to them, and I'm just telling you, it don't matter what flight you on, man. If that plane going down or something happen, I don't care what it is. You could pay $1,000 for a ticket. If it's going down, it's going down.
We also have heard from Councilmember Pinto from DC that it looks like that she did say that it was a helicopter that crashed into it. But again, all of this is preliminary.
Like that,
we're just finding all of these things out right now. So we're working to get all these details confirmed and to get the latest in terms of what an investigation looks like and what the press response will be from DC Fire, DC Police, as well as any sort of the federal partners. We're going to keep working on the scene here to find out what more information we can get. Come to us in a few minutes, and hopefully we'll have a little more information to give you.
All right, thank you, Matt. And yeah, we want to point out as well from the councilwoman, Brooke Pinto, she talked about the 60-person passenger plane landing here. We're assuming there that it holds 60. Perhaps this flight was not actually fully booked at the time.
Sure.
So that's why you see this effort here right now to figure out exactly how many people were on board. They're going up and down the Potomac River to try and rescue as many people as possible. They obviously have records of this flight.
Sure.
They know who was on board at the time. So they're trying to get those
that
folks
don't even
out
make
of the water.
sense, bro.
And you know, it's really the wind and the water can either work with you or work against you. Topper,
Facts.
I know that you can tell us a bit more about what's happening with the wind.
Now, this
and more importantly,
airport
what's
is like
happening with the
literally
water as
25,
rescuers are
30
trying to
minutes
get to
away
people.
from me.
Yeah, we are looking at, well, this is the latest winds in terms of how strong the winds have been blowing over the past, say, 45 minutes. Remember, we had a wind advisory in effect.
How did that helicopter
so we had
not
wind gusts
see
of 26 downtown. That's at the
airplane, bro.
Higher winds north and west. So
no
it's possible
excuse,
we had
bro.
a higher wind gust at that particular time.
I don't know how they didn't see that airplane, bro. The helicopter had more maneuver situation than the airplane. Like the airplane was landing in its route coming to land. How the heck? What is the helicopter doing come across the route even when an airplane is landing? It don't make sense. Let's get back to it though.
Police, Arlington Police. So a lot of them just kind of coming together, circling around each other, having conversations so they can figure out what they are going to do next when it comes to this rescue. So again, a chaotic scene. We've been seeing yellow tape go up within the last 5 to 10 minutes as well. A lot really happening here. But again, right now we're just seeing a lot of movement back and forth, people trying to figure out what they're going to do and how they can really come together as a team to continue some of those rescue efforts.
Whoever
so guys,
survived,
haven't talked to many of these people out here just yet, but of course we'll stick here and continue to learn more. But for now, that's what we've been seeing.
Alexis, thank you for that perspective as we continue to talk about this tragedy occurred on the way
coming
to
from
Reagan National
Wichita
Airport, where a small regional
What's
jet,
that? Wichita, Kansas
American
City?
Airlines,
I
coming
don't
from
know what that
Wichita,
is.
Kansas, collided with
Yeah,
a Black
Kansas.
Hawk helicopter. And we do not know at this moment how many people's lives may be impacted. We know that jet, and I'll let you talk a bit more about that, so was a 60-passenger jet.
All right, 60 passengers. That's how many people it could hold, but we're not sure how many people actually boarded that flight at the time, again, out of Wichita, Kansas.
Right.
Took off at around 5:22 Central Time, so 6:22 our time. This was supposed to be a straight flight to D.C. It's supposed to be a safe flight to
I gotta
DC.
keep the
You know, we
green
all
on,
board
man. I ain't gonna lie. I
planes.
gotta
You
represent
expect
the
to make
Eagles,
it
man.
to your
I
destination.
gotta keep the green
okay,
on, you know.
safely.
At least for the first
You
stream,
don't
man. I'm gonna
expect
keep the
something like
green on.
this. And
You know what I'm
talk
saying?
about
We
these
represent the
so-called
Eagles, man.
Reagan
Eagle
National
gang. We
Airport
already know we're going to the Super
all the
Bowl.
time.
Yeah.
This has even been an issue in
But
Congress.
we ain't talking
with
about that
them
right now. Right
adding
now, we're talking
additional
about this
flights.
crazy
And that's
accident.
also one of the things that we have to.
Hold on,
For
speed it up.
military, you guys probably have better information on that. But regardless, the government pilots were likely very experienced pilots, and from the data that
They
I've
couldn't
been
have been
looking
that
at from Flight
experienced.
radar shows that
Bro, they couldn't have been that experienced, bro. I don't want to
I don't know
hear
if they
it.
were looking for something, if they were training, or exactly what was going on. But when
They
you're
couldn't have
doing
been that
and you're doing a
experienced.
circle,
If they was
you're
that
looking
experienced,
down
then
inside the circle for something or whatever your training mission may
you
be,
know,
you still usually have.
hold up. You know, a pilot just got caught for a DUI not too long ago. I forgot what flight it was though. Damn, I forgot what airline it was. But a flight just got caught with a DUI, real live. Like these flights, they be drunk off all types of drugs, everything, man. You never know. They human beings. Everybody be, you never know. They might come to work. You know what I'm saying? They get tested. Yo, what's up? What up, chat? What up? They get tested for like periodically. They don't get tested every day. They come in there and fly them planes, bro. They really don't, bro. It's crazy.
Have a spotter, especially in a high traffic
We
area.
fly every
like
other
that area
week.
is around
This is why I'm
DCA.
like,
you have
what's
someone
going on
looking
with
out
these people?
for other
They gotta get it
air
right,
traffic
because
out
I
there,
ain't about to
especially
take a
if that
flight until
low
I
with
know
planes coming
everything
in
clear.
when you're on the edge of the
Secure.
runway like that. That's why I think the third thing that investigators will be
You never
looking
know
at
what these
is
days, bro.
whether
You never know.
air traffic controllers may have given both the helicopter
Chat, what up,
and
gang?
the regional jet permission to be in the same place at the same time.
W
They may
for my
look at
first
that and
chat,
rule
man. I
that
mean,
out
W
almost
my first
immediately.
stream.
But I
You know what I'm
promise
saying?
you
I
that's one
got it
of the
hooked
things
up.
that they will be
We
examining.
on it popping now.
that's
Yeah,
what
we
I
on
was
it
asking, Jason.
popping.
We're obviously looking at
You know what
the
I'm
search and
saying?
rescue operation
It's
underway
only up
right
from here.
now. This has been going on for nearly 2 hours. So how soon should they have some idea of what may have gone wrong?
Well, you know, at this point, I would bet there are journalists who are going back and listening to the air traffic control recordings that are available to anybody
Yes, sir.
online. So people are probably putting that together right now, trying to find out if it was a permission issue. But if it wasn't a permission
Audio
issue,
sounding good.
then
Sweet.
you go back to asking
Yeah,
whether
man.
the American jet was
I had to
on
get
the
it right.
correct approach to that runway, the correct approach
You know,
path,
YouTube gonna
and
get
the
you right.
correct altitude. Was it too high? Was it too low? Was it where it was supposed to be? And if
Definitely
if the
was too high.
airplane was
No,
coming in where it
not
was
too
supposed
high
to be,
or
the
too
correct
low.
altitude,
I
then
don't
the next
know.
question is,
Hold on,
according
first
to the
of all-
video, did the
First of all, you got lights on the airplane, bright as I don't know what, and then you got lights on a helicopter, and you got a little diagram to tell you your surroundings and what's going on. So there's no excuse around you didn't see what's around you and stuff like that. Especially a helicopter. I say it was a bird, a drone. We talking about a helicopter, a government joint at that. Come on, man. No excuses, man.
pilots of the helicopter drift into the approach path for that regional jet. And it's too early to know whether it's any one of those three things, but one of those three things is likely going to be the cause for this.
You know, Jason, as I'm listening to you talk tactically about
that's my biggest fear, the crash,
particulars here,
and you land in water.
Who showed
what if you can't swim out the water?
What was happening leading up to this?
Your legs broke, arms broke, so you in the water you're gonna drown. They say they're 8 feet of water. That's deep enough to drown.
They
especially if you hurt and injured.
No idea.
I'd rather just hit the ground.
They were in
because you're gonna crash.
Danger. They knew they were about.
Hold up, you're gonna crash. Man, I'm gonna come check your. Come check your setup out, bro. I'm gonna come check your setup out, man. But W, my little streaming little setup, man. You know, I really put hard work and dedication into this. I wish y'all could see my desk too. I'm gonna show y'all my desk. I'm gonna do like a YouTube video and show y'all my desk too. But yeah, man, this streaming, you know, it's motivated, man. You know, shout out to Cassinet. You know what I'm saying? He the one that actually got me and my bro active on the streaming now. So, you know, we gonna see where it go, man. But I heard once you start jumping into it, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be fun. And right now I'm having a lot of fun. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on. Bomb to that. Yes, sir. Motivate, elevate, and congratulate. That's all you gotta do, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it.
About to land, and then it all blew up.
Yeah, Leslie, I thought about that just before our phone call just a moment ago too. How
imagine about to land and texting your spouse or whatever. Baby, I'm about to land in 10 minutes, or maybe I'm about to land in 5 minutes. And then a helicopter just come thoosh. Just blow your whole vibe. Like, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Most of these most of the people that didn't survive, rest in peace to them again. But most of them people that didn't survive, y'all, I think they were deceased before they landed, because the explosion of that plane, you gonna imagine at least seats 1 through 8 was gone before they even landed, because the explosion and the impact of that helicopter hitting that plane in the air, and that big old explosion, literally it blew up in the air before the plane even landed. So half of them people were probably deceased before the plane even landed, didn't even have a chance to survive the landing anyway, because that bomb, the plane literally blew up in the sky. So it ain't like the wing cracked off, right? And the plane came down, then landed, and then blew up. No, the plane blew up in the sky. So half of the people on board was already done. You could just imagine you on a plane. If you ever been on a plane, just imagine you on a plane, and just the wind and the altitude and stuff like that, just the wind and all the what you call it, when you go through the clouds and stuff like that. The help me out, chat. What's this called? What's this called? When you go through all the clouds and all that, and the plane be jumping up and down. Woo, 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 woo. I forgot what it's called. Dang, I forgot the name. Well, whatever it's called. The turbulence. The turbulence already scary. So imagine a helicopter hitting that joint and joint just exploding like a big old bomb, and the heat wave just woof, in the plane. Most of them people already was gone. Shout out, I mean, sad to say, but they was already gone.
The people on the plane, the pilots may have seen something at the last second, but nobody else on the aircraft knew anything. It was over before they knew anything. So if there is anything that's good about there wasn't any terror involved.
Turbulence, skill.
Any sheer moments of fear like that anybody had.
Good luck, bro.
But still, it's anytime you fly in and out of Reagan, you're banking hard to the right or the left to avoid that restricted airspace. So that's what strikes me, Lorenzo, is what you said too. Experienced pilots with a commercial, company, American Airlines, experienced pilots with the U.S. government.
I don't think they were that experienced because I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's just. Y'all think the government had something to do with it? Y'all think this was a setup? What y'all think? Chat. What y'all think? Because I know, it's a lot of little cricks and crannies that be going on behind closed doors that we don't know. Just like the Twin Towers. That was planned. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. I think it was. I don't think it was. I don't think that was like a legit accident. I think that was like purposely done. Why would a helicopter be right in the same direction of a plane, bro? If it's landing, it don't make sense. Like the stuff they do in the world, the government and all this, the stuff they do, they make it so obvious that it was purposely done. Because there's no explanation of how that was even happened. No helicopter will be even on that lane or even that height of the airplane coming directly at it and hit it perfectly directly on it. It's no way. It would have seen it at the last minute, try to maneuver something. Like, come on, bro. A helicopter could literally stop in its tracks and float and just hover. Come on, bro. This is a helicopter. This is not no jet or no another plane. This is a helicopter. Come on, bro. No excuse, bro. Y'all could have at least used a plane. No, y'all know why y'all had to use the helicopter? Because a helicopter can control when it go forward, when it go backward, and when it land and when it float. So y'all timed that helicopter. No, they timed that airplane perfectly because the helicopter had control to, okay, it's about to come. Oh, yeah, let's go. Airplane, you can't really control it like that in the air because once the airplane going, it's going. It can't stop in the middle of the air and float and wait, So helicopter, they had to use a helicopter to hit it directly on that plane because the plane moving already fast. So if they get another plane to hit another plane, you got to be really, really accurate and really, really on point with that. So a helicopter is way much easier and is way less lives that you taking away because a helicopter pretty much got like 2 or 3 people in it, maybe 4 people. A plane got like 60-something people in it. You know what I'm saying? 60 or more people in it. So, yeah, I mean, it's just obvious, bro. It's completely obvious what was done.
The circumstances were different. I immediately went back to the 1980s to the Air Florida crash, which was
I don't know why 2025 is starting
different.
like this.
But, as your reporter mentioned a moment ago, too, the temperature of the water,
somebody had to be on the plane.
Collision of
somebody had to be on the plane.
And the speed.
That's like a terrorist attack. So another person took over the plane.
Tough to survive this, but
somebody took over a helicopter
that the hospital
and sacrificed their life.
See something here soon. It's such a tragedy.
Yeah, and we know that it was a full flight. Really quickly, Jason, before we let you go, do we know why this plane would have been off of its usual path? What factors may have played a role there?
Yeah, we don't know that yet. And if a plane is off of its path, you guys know this in D.C., the FAA gets involved immediately. Sometimes the military may get involved as well. So, as you mentioned, Lorenzo, a moment ago, these pilots flying into DCA know what's involved with the approaches here. So, if they were 100 feet too high, the aircraft is going to let them know. The runway landing lights will let the pilots know that,
right.
And the air traffic controllers would alert that as well too. So there are a number of things. The pilots may be
That's
landing the plane manually.
Jason, did we lose you? It sounds like we lost him, but we thank you, Jason. He's out of WFAA, our partner station there in Dallas, Texas, which is where American Airlines is based. The center of this incident today, American Airlines Flight 5342.
Yeah, we thank him for his great expertise there. Jason, did we get you back?
Plane got to buck a whole U-turn.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
crazy.
we can hear you now.
You
we
wouldn't
didn't
even feel
lose
that
you.
in the
Okay,
air.
you were in the middle of a thought.
Yeah, we're having severe weather here, so I apologize. It may have been lightning here that have caused that. But when the pilots are on approach, they may be landing it manually with the yoke, with the stick of the aircraft, but they're still following the flight path and the flight trajectory that the onboard computer that they put into the onboard computer for landing at a specific runway.
Hey,
so
I'm gonna give me a better webcam too, man. Y'all take work with me right now
what
for
might have happened,
the quality that we got right now for the webcam.
And Lorenzo, you made a great point about the experience involved here.
Super HD, but it's clear enough. It's 1080p, but I'm gonna get a 4K jump, so the quality gonna be a lot better.
This is a highly special airport. The trained people are flying into. And that's why so many questions are surrounding this. But
that's
at the end of the
first
day,
thing I'm getting.
It's likely going to be a controller issue. It's likely going to be the helicopter pilots either drifting into the approach path, or the American jet may have been off the correct approach path or not on the correct altitude.
Yeah, we're showing folks at home. You're looking at FlightAware. That is the path that
Damn right it wasn't on the correct altitude.
5342. And I can't help but keep thinking about what Jason mentioned a little earlier, the folks with American Airlines who have to respond to these sorts of disasters and identifying the folks who may have been on this plane and also trying to get in touch with their loved ones as well.
Passenger manifest, all of those things that we just...
These people.
That's right. We take all of this for granted. Jason, we thank you for your time tonight.
If y'all can see my setup, I can literally over here, my laptop, I can see what my stream look like. So I'm watching myself stream because I'm on my account on my laptop, and over here is my monitor where I do everything and direct everything, and you work my YouTube. So what y'all looking at on the screen is how I'm controlling over here.
All right,
and
my
main
friend, take good care there, and you be safe in that severe weather that you all are enduring.
I got everything lit up.
All right, thank you.
You're looking sweet.
Okay, we want to go to our Simone D'Alba now, who's in the newsroom with some new information. Simone, what can you tell us?
Yeah, guys, we've been working our sources. The newsroom is making phone calls, and we have
as far as the recovery efforts and that kind of thing, because it is a very long, tedious, and hazardous process. And nobody wants to come out with a number of how many victims have been recovered or what's transpiring until they are absolutely sure. It's got to be factual. And I think that's why they're so guarded tonight as to how the process is going.
Yeah, and we saw the explosion earlier as well, Greg, and it's safe to assume that, nothing is intact. So they're putting all of this together in terms of perhaps identifying some folks who may have died in this blast.
Landing in the water is crazy.
So this is not easy by any means. Now, in terms of the investigation, we are nearly
I'm so freaked out and shocked because this is right up the street from us. This ain't happening.
Again, as we talked
Atlanta
earlier,
Airport, Florida Airport. When this happened close to you, you kind of like, whoa, DCA.
That's the search and rescue.
Hey, ain't even BWI.
And then the
DCA.
investigators are trying to collect that perishable evidence. They're trying to get a handle on the air traffic controller. I'm
not gonna lie, Donald Trump, he had to say something about it ASAP. Was like, look, that ain't good.
Was set up. Of course,
this ain't good because this ain't good to look around, especially around DC around this time, election time. He just came president and all this.
Of the
Donald Trump had to look here. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Y'all clumsy.
Identified the regional jet visually, and then giving him an instruction to pass behind it. That information has to be dissected even more because you had multiple airplanes in the area.
Catching
We've
that
seen
drone
this
shit.
before
Nasty.
in San Diego in the midair collision between a PSA 727 and a small training airplane, a Cessna 172. There were 9 different aircraft in that proximity. The air traffic controller actually told the crew of PSA that there was traffic at a certain position. The crew basically responded, yep, it's identified, we see it. The problem is they misidentified the airplane that the controller was referring to. They ended up colliding. So that's the kind of information that, while it could be obvious, and of course it's being played on TV and pulled down off the internet, you have to understand the backstory. You have to keep things in context. And that's why it'll be critical to have the cockpit voice recorder to see the interaction between the crew members, whether or not they actually identified.
Y'all heard that? You mean to tell me the controller, it was The reason why I messed up was the controller. Oh my goodness. Come on, bro. So I told y'all it don't matter what plane you on. Don't matter what airline you on. You not safe in the air. They don't give you parachutes. They don't give you nothing. All they give you is a little breathing mask so you can breathe right. What we breathing for? We gotta land and die. What we breathing for? We might as well. What are we doing that for? Staying alive to die. Don't even make sense. Let me die right now before the plane land. Because you think about it. The people that died in the air, rest in peace to everybody. Rest in peace, y'all. I don't even like speaking on it too much. But the people that was deceased, that was in the air, because I know it was a few people that got deceased in the air because of that explosion. They actually got off good. And I say that because the people that wasn't deceased, they had to experience the explosion for one. And if they didn't die in the explosion, they probably injured in some type of way. Now the plane is crashed and is falling. So you already, if you ever been on a roller coaster, you know how your stomach gonna go in your brain once that drop come. So imagine you in the air in a plane. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, you know what I'm saying? Like real life. Your heart gonna be in your forehead. So them people that blew up in the air, I think they was better off than the people that had to experience the land and fall in the water while the plane was blown up. And if they wasn't deceased at the time, they drowned. So you had to get the blown up plane and you drowned. That's a terrible way to die, man. And rest in peace. So hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let's get back to this. Look at this.
Times, it appears to me that the helicopter struck the aft end of the aircraft. That would
look at the airplane. That joke crushed
from the wings back.
At least it ain't sink all the way down to the bottom,
right
though.
Now, because the pictures that we were just referencing,
at least it ain't
taken
sink
by
all the way
Getty
down.
Images, are on the screen, and so it'd be good to. Can you see what we see?
I would love to be able to do that.
No, it sounds like what you're referencing, it sounds like you've seen the same pictures already because we're following what you're saying.
Then they got the rescue squad. You can see the airport in the back. That's how close they was to landing. That's crazy.
The aircraft being relatively
you can see
intact,
other look at Southwest right there. Look at the Southwest plane.
Probably
that's crazy. You can see the people in the airport can see the plane in the water,
separating it. The large explosion was
that's
the fact
crazy,
that there
that's
was
super
contact in the area of the fuel tank,
that's super
which
close.
The fuel is carried
Too
in the
close
wings
for comfort,
on this
actually.
airplane. So it's probably from the wings aft, because when you look at the video and you see the bright light that we all believe is the regional jet with its landing lights on,
right.
The landing lights are actually positioned in the leading edge of the wing. And you don't see any kind of black or any kind of shadowing or anything else that would suggest that the helicopter passed in front of the aircraft, the RJ. So given that, plus then the nose of the airplane pitches down, the lights pitch down, that suggests that the tail section of the airplane was damaged sufficiently so the nose of the aircraft pitched down. And I think that when they pull the wreckage and really examine it, it's probably going to be that the helicopter struck the aft part of the aircraft unbeknownst to the flight crew of the RJ.
Oh, wow. So the helicopter struck the back of the airplane?
When he says RJ, just letting our viewers know, RJ means regional jet. The jet, yes. Okay.
So we're looking at
the
these
regional
images here
jet
and seeing how, part of the
instead of Black Hawk helicopter
is still intact. We can see pieces of this plane here. How crucial are these pieces to the investigation?
They're extremely important in doing a reconstruction of
they said that they said the Black Hawk jump ain't hit the front of it.
They will remove
it might have hit the back of the wing.
Aircraft out of the water. They'll take it to a facility and they'll actually lay out the pieces in their proper position for each respective aircraft, and then try to determine the actual impact or collision angles and determine what parts of, let's say, the helicopter struck the regional jet. They'll look to see how the rotor system may have contacted. This is an airplane that has what's identified as a T-tail. It's not the conventional tail that you would see like on a
T-tail.
Boeing
what is that?
777, but in fact, the horizontal stab sits on top of the vertical stabilizer.
T-tail.
So they'll be looking for marks to see if the rotor blade cut through the vertical stabilizer. They'll want to look for paint transfers. Both aircraft, especially the Black Hawk, has tires, rubber tires. So a lot of times we'll see rubber tire mark transfers on the other aircraft. That helps us position
it up for y'all a little bit so y'all can see
very good detail, exact impact attitudes and position, whether the helicopter was higher than the RJ, slightly higher, or slightly below. So those parts are very, very critical, and it's important that first responders help investigators by documenting the wreckage because, of course, things get distorted as they're doing their rescue operation and recovery. So I always talk to first responders to say, what did you do as far as removing parts of this wreckage
what did you do
to evacuate a victim? And that helps me so that I don't have a misperception. If I find a part somewhere that is very curious, they say, no, we removed that and put it there, versus, nope, we didn't touch that. So now we know the positioning of each piece of the aircraft.
Greg, you've been talking methodically about how this process unfolds and how you get to these answers. When you're able to get the wreckage of these aircraft and you start to lay it out in the way that you talked, how long from the time that you start that is it to find the answers that everybody wants to know about? Is it months? Is it years? I mean, what's realistic in terms of helping people understand how we got to this situation tonight?
It's a very good question, Leslie, because it comes in phases. There's multiple phases going on. Of course, once victim recovery is accomplished and the NTSB is able to recover the wreckage, you're going to have a team of system structures and power plants people putting that wreckage together, trying to determine
even know I could check
all these
back to
collision
y'all.
angles that we just talked
I could
about.
say, look, I just
Meanwhile,
put what up.
you have an operations group.
And I see it on
They're going to be focused on how the RJ regional jet pilots were operating the aircraft, policies, procedures, what they were doing. And that same group will be looking at the military pilots and their operation of the helicopter. What was the intent? What was their intended flight path? You're going to have an air traffic.
That calls for one of them. Hold up. That calls for one of them. Yeah.
Traffic control group that will dissect the communications between air traffic controllers. All of this takes time. You may get factoid information released by the NTSB because as part of its mission, it is to inform the general public as facts are developed and the determination is made that those facts are verifiable. They aren't going to just say something because a lot of times, as we know, on the internet,
I don't think I'm going to plan on the flight. I don't think I'm getting on the flight no time soon.
About the fact that they
I think I'm going to just drive everywhere.
I mean, that's the kind of
driving
stuff
that safe. They say flying is more safe than driving, and I see why.
So the board will be very cautious.
Man, listen, at least you got a chance.
Information that's released,
like at least a 75% chance, 65% chance in an accident.
Factual.
A plane, you got like 2%.
Does take time.
That's a way different percentage.
Once they get it out and they
I
put it
feel
all
like
back
a
together
trip,
again, or as close
if you
to
want to
proximity
decide
as
on
they
your
can,
life or
that
death,
could take a week
and I'm
or
gonna
2
drive.
weeks. So within 30 days, we're going to have a lot of good information that has been collected through interviews, through recovery from flight data recorder and cockpit voice recorder, if those recorders are intact and have not been damaged so that the playback capability isn't compromised. But it does take process, or it does take time.
Obviously, so they will work under the NTSB with all their resources.
Military doesn't have to turn theirs on. So we don't know if that was on and it didn't work.
Come on, the military don't gotta cut theirs on.
And it had no
Why
chance of working. Commercial airliners have to turn them on, but the military does not.
Why
And
not?
that was a training exercise, so I don't know. Any
That
questions?
don't even make sense.
Hopper, I have a question for you. We heard from
Come on, they don't
emergency
gotta cut
crews
theirs on.
earlier during one of the earlier
Better
press
be having to
conferences.
cut yours
They really
on.
spoke to the conditions of
That
the
don't even
water
make
and
sense.
how dangerous it is, but also just how challenging it's been. We're talking choppy, windy conditions. Can you speak to that? Because yesterday we actually had some gusty winds, but how's that playing into the search and rescue efforts?
You know, the Potomac River, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but it's
my live view right
it
here.
was a non-navigable river. It was so bad, that's why they built
my
the C&O
studio
Canal.
view.
So there are a ton of currents also in the river at any given day, whether it's
my
January or August.
interaction.
So that's something that they're working against. And yes, cold temperatures. Again,
You
I mean,
set
I'm
up,
sure
man.
they're in
Set up right.
wetsuits, but I mean, if you're not in a wetsuit, again, it's 30 to 90 minutes in that
Spider-Man.
icy water. And so, yes, I think the good news is the winds have died down, but it doesn't really matter. It's still miserable with temperatures in the low 40s and water temperatures upper 30s to low 40s. You know, and it's dark. You know, much like a tornado outbreak, I think will be much. By the light of day, we'll be able to tell a lot more about this disaster.
a whole
But
lot
in the
more.
dark, it is just, it's
You
tough.
think?
And Topper, you also talked about, you and I were talking about this. The temperatures were actually warmer than they have been the past couple of days because you were talking about how the ice had thawed out. So that made it a better situation for the divers to actually get into the water.
A little bit, and I think
bit.
the air temperature also is a little bit. I mean, you know, if it happened last week, we would have been in the probably 15 to 20
Talking
degree
about
range.
some air
You know, much like
temperature.
when the truck went over the Memorial Bridge, it was snowing, and there was more ice in the Potomac, and it was about 28 degrees. So, yes, 42 degrees, 38 degrees. In terms of how you survive in that water temperature, not much difference. But the good news
Right,
is
it's
air
not much
temperature is at
difference. What are you
least
talking about?
above freezing, and the
Don't
winds
matter.
have at least subsided. So, you know.
All right. All right, Topper, thank you very much. We'll
you.
We'll
They
talk to
fly
you
all
a little
types of
bit
different
later
weather
on.
all the
But
time. I
moments
don't
ago,
wanna
DC
hear
Mayor
that.
Muriel
Talking
Bowser
about the
posted this
wind.
message on X tonight
Ain't no
as our
wind.
first responders continue their efforts. We're sending our love and prayers to the families, loved ones, and communities
sure.
who are experiencing loss during this
For
terrible
sure.
tragedy. We will provide our next briefing at 7:30 a.m. at DCA. It will be live on this account. That's from DC Mayor Muriel Bowser.
she ate
Just a
close
terrible
to 11 a.m.
tragedy
today.
for everyone to be waking up to, going to sleep to last night, knowing that
Man,
this
that shit
happened. And
should
look,
be closed
if you've
for
been living in the
at least
DMV
a
for
week,
a while,
bruh.
you know that this crash does bring back
What makes you think
painful
people want to
memories
come
from
back to
January
work
of
2 days after that and
1982.
fly?
You'll
Flight
remember that's
attendants
when
and
an
all that.
Air
That's
Florida
crazy. See
flight
how the
crashed
jobs do?
into the
They
14th
don't
Street
care.
Bridge.
All right, yeah, so basically, man, just pray. You know, keep God in prayers. Pray for your loved ones every day. Call them. Check up on them. Just make sure they all right, man. Just make sure they in good spirits, man, because stuff like this, you know, it's probably some people on that plane that haven't talked to their mother or their father, you know, in a week. You know what I'm saying? They didn't get their last chance to say I love you, or, you know, or get their last chance to hear their son or their daughters or their mother or their father's voice, man. So really, really pay attention to this. This is like, this should wake up a lot of people, and this should get people a lot more focused on really what's important in life, man. Realizing what's important in life. And the money, the cars and clothes, and the hoes. You hear me? Nah, but look, all jokes aside, on a serious note, all that don't matter, man. Family always matter, man. And your loved ones will matter, the ones that you really care about. And that's what really matters, you know, your family. And yeah, man, I could have $20 million in my account right now. And if something like that had happened to my mother, if she's on the way, or my father, or anybody, my brother, or anybody I love in my family, anything that happened to them, you think $20 million gonna have me like, I mean, shit, at least I got 20 million. No. What kind of weird shit is that? You're gonna actually be hurt, hit, tore up. You know what I'm saying? Don't matter if you got 100 million in that account. Like, if you really love that person and something like this happen, come on, man. Money, it ain't no amount of money in the world that can make you satisfy you or make you comfortable or what happened or make you be okay with what just happened, man. So just keep that in mind, y'all. You know, just make sure y'all pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Watch your surroundings, watch your awareness when you out, things like that. Don't get in no cars you don't know. Don't let nobody take you home you don't know. It's crazy out here, man. Like I'm saying, that's outside of a plane crash, something that passengers have no control over, you know. So that's something just different, and that's what make it even worse. You know, you have no control. Like, you're not the passenger, you're not the person that's driving the plane. All you could do is just sit there and just have to accept and deal with what's about to happen. You have no control. You can't jump out the plane. You can't tell a passenger to move over. I know how to fly a plane better. You know, it just happened with a snap of a finger, and next thing you know, you and 80 other people are in the same life or death situation. And it happens with the blink of an eye. Those people literally thought that they was going to land. Like, them people thought that they were about to get off that flight and see their loved ones or see whatever, or do their daily routine throughout their life, go to work, whatever they was doing on that plane. They thought that they was going to get there. And that's the scary part in life. You never know what's going to happen. You never know how it's going to happen. And that's why you always gotta always like be prepared for the worst, but just hope for the best in life, man. Life is a good thing, and also life can be a scary thing, because I'm not scared to die. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think the scary part is that you're gonna die. Everybody know they're gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know they're gonna die. Like, but I think the scary part is not knowing how you're gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing when is like, if I die, you know, it's my time. You know what I'm saying? Don't mean to sound so crazy about it, but you don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna die. And that's one way that I would not want to experience. You know, I'm a Pisces and I don't even like water like that. You know what I'm saying? Let alone a plane crash and I gotta get out the plane while water is everywhere and I'm suffocating and it's going in my nose. I ain't got no goggles. I ain't got nothing. No tuba gear, no breathing, nothing. So you gotta hold your breath. Underwater is like, you can't just be breathing and underwater. You gotta hold your breath underwater. You know what I'm saying? And escape if you stuck in that plane. So man, that is tragic, man. And I could just I can't even imagine what was going through them people's head. I can't imagine what was going through those people's mind and head when that happened. I can't imagine the people that was still alive while it was going down. I can't even imagine how scared they was and how like what do you think about? What's your last thoughts when something like that happened? Like, it's crazy. I get on them things every other week, man. I get on them daggone machines every other week, man. And that's one of my biggest fears. Them shit like that happen. One of my biggest fears. The plane going up and the engine go out or some shit. Plane go up, a bird getting in the wing. Like, one of my biggest fears, man. Bird going in the wing and messing up the propeller and the plane can't fly no more and it land. Like, that's literally one of my biggest fears. And drowning is one of my biggest fears. if you're on a cruise or something and the cruise ship sink, you know what I'm saying? So a plane crash mixed with drowning, man, that's an ugly sight, man. That's an ugly sight. So yeah, y'all, just keep everything, copacetic. Keep your loved ones in your prayers. And yeah, my stream for the day, you know what I'm saying? This is my first stream, y'all, ever. And I'm not gonna lie, I like it. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I like it. You know what I'm saying? You can talk, you can give your opinion. I can see y'all chat, what y'all gonna say, what y'all opinion. Y'all wanna talk shit, y'all can do anything. Come on, man, we here, man. Y'all already know, Easy Life 222. I told y'all I'm gonna get it jumping, man. Look, I'm still a videographer, don't get me wrong, I still film. You know what I'm saying? 222 Productions for life. Y'all already know, man. If you need any type of video or any type of documentary, short film, promo video, wedding, anything that got to do with film, hit us up, 222productions.net, man. Y'all already know we got 222 essential oil and everything on our website. Check out our website, 222productions.net. Y'all already know, man. Look, we getting down to business this year, man. 2025, this is my new journey. I literally invested in all this you see around. Even them little black square shells back there, I invested in that. Bought the lights, bought the everything, man. Decorations. Ben had the shoes, though. Ben had the shoes. Yeah, man. Then my desk, my laptop right here. You can see my laptop. It's a lot going on right now, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of myself. You know what I'm saying? My parents proud of me. They see my studio. They was like, dang. They was like, damn, man. I feel like I'm in like a whole different house. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? A whole different room. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, everybody excited for me. And I'm excited for myself, man. I'm proud of myself. I told myself I was going to lock in and get it done, man. I got my mic set up, my stream and everything. And yeah, man, it take time, but we here. Take time, but we here, man. So it's only up from here. It's only up from here, man. I just been motivate. I watch. I look at a lot of videos on YouTube and a lot of like people like, I don't focus on their money. I focus on their grind. And when you don't focus on the money, you just pay attention to their grind, man. You just learn from them and you just take it. So Kai, when he did his little 30 street marathon, I'm sure that motivated a lot of people. But how many people you think took the time to like, okay, I'm motivated. Let me give it a try. Boom, this is what I want to do. It seemed fun. Boom, let me try. And you thought about it, but ain't do it. You know what I'm saying? You see me, look at me. Soon as the 30-day jump was over, I'm like, man, look, time me lock in. I got a new journey. It look fun. I could bring people on, bring guests, interview. You know what I'm saying? I could promote, I could market. I could do everything on this jump, man. This live stream, y'all literally watching me live right now talk. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's fun. And it's more fun when you got everything hooked up and you know how to do everything. YouTube taught me everything I know, bro. I ain't gonna hold y'all. YouTube taught me everything I know about streaming. I ain't asked nobody, ain't called nobody. I don't got no streaming friends. I don't got none of that. I literally bought everything, went on YouTube, seeing what was the best stuff to get, put it in my cart, bought it, set everything up, went on YouTube, seeing how you set up all the wiring, all the audio, everything, man. The audio stream mixer. I got the stream deck, Elgato stream deck right here for the shortcuts. Everything, laptop, monitor, found out how to set up the monitor. Everything I did, everything right now, I learned on my own. Ain't asked nobody. I literally just did my homework. And now I'm here live streaming to the world. Got my background. Y'all can see everything going on. Got my robe, got my green. I could change the lights on them, my LED kicking in. I ain't playing with them, y'all. I can do whatever I want. You know what I'm saying? And I got the motion. Yo. Y'all hear me, man? You know what I'm saying? It get crazy back there. It get crazy back there. Tell y'all, we gonna have some parties. We gonna turn up. We gonna turn up, man. We gonna turn up. You know what I'm saying? It's just the beginning. And I be tell y'all, this just the beginning, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just the beginning, y'all. Trust me. About to get real. Just the beginning, man. But I don't want to hold y'all up, man. Where we at? We at 55 minutes. Woo, that's a pretty good stream. Pretty good little first stream. 55 minutes. You know what I'm saying? That's a cool hour. And they don't even feel like no hour because I was just sitting here rapping. You know what I'm saying? But send my condolences to everybody on that plane crash, man. Once again, I'm still baffled. I'm still confused about how that even happened. But prayerfully, it don't happen no more, no time soon. You feel me? And yeah, y'all stay tuned, man. I got more videos for y'all, more live streams for y'all, more YouTube for y'all. Y'all make sure y'all go follow me on YouTube, subscribe my YouTube channel, Easy Life 222. My stream channel on Twitch is Easy Life 222. My Twitter is Easy Life 222. Everything Easy Life 222. The only thing it's not is my Instagram, and that is Easy E 222. I'm thinking about changing it to Easy Life 222 as well, but I'm so used to Easy E 222, and so many people know me as Easy E 222 on Instagram. I want to just leave it like that. But eventually, I'm going to change it as well, and everything and all my platforms going to be Easy Life 222. EAZYLYFE 222. I'm gonna have all the hashtags and all the stuff on the screen anyway. So y'all definitely hear more from me, see more from me, man. If y'all have any type of request that y'all want to hear me talk about, y'all want to see me do challenges, anything, let me know, man, because I'm up for it. I'm up for the challenge. It don't matter. If I'm not up, it's rare that I wouldn't be up for a challenge, man. I like a challenge. You know what I'm saying? That's probably why I did this and did this streaming journey, because I like a challenge, man. And I knew it was going to be a challenge. I'm not going to lie. This audio was crazy to set up. I literally had to stop, got frustrated, walked around in circles for like 5 minutes, had to reset my brain, reset my body, had to do 3 I don't know if y'all know, but y'all do 3 of them and reset your body. Anytime somebody piss y'all off and you want to just reset your body, and I promise you, you're going to be like, that nigga not worth it. I'm going to save my energy for somebody else. Because I know I beat the shit out of him, but I'm just not. Because it's not worth it. I'm going to go smoke some weed or something. So yeah, man, y'all stay focused, lock in. Easy Life 222, we out.